I'm 21 years old, and I don't know what to do in my life. I've always dreamed of being a YouTuber or even a Twitch streamer and live the lifestyle that they live. But I've never been able to achieve that goal, and that's because of one reason, and one reason only: motivation. I've never been able to find motivation to be able to do what I want. I'm able to just sit there on a chair and watch my favorite streamers and YouTubers live the lifestyle, go ahead and travel from world to world, have wives and kids, and be able to support them and not have to worry and not have financial instability. But me, on the other hand, I have to struggle with card payments and I don't even have that many payments as of right now, but I'm still struggling because I don't make enough to support even myself fully. Gen Z is the worst right now because of the job market. I mean, the job market is horrible. I've always inspired myself to become a programmer or even someone in the cybersecurity space, but even then, it's hard to even get in that realm when the job market is so niche and so tight-knit. It's almost like there's no point to go forward and to keep going on with trying to get into that field of work. Now, as someone who also really doesn't really do much other than trying to find ways and looking up YouTube tutorials and all these guides on how to build your money from 2026 to 2027, or how to grow your money in 5 months doing this simple step, none of those have really been that beneficial to someone like me. I've just been accumulating the data that they've been saying, that they've been spewing out into my brain, but I haven't been able to put it in my life or even go ahead and start out. They kind of tell you like, hey, this is what you need to do, but they never give you like a step-by-step. It's very rare to find people who actually give you step-by-step, but just finding that motivation because you don't know if it's going to work is the hardest part. Now, I'm making this video in hopes for people who are like-minded like me to go ahead and, find this video. Hopefully it reaches out to y'all and be able to make something out of your life, go out. I'm making this video, I'm starting something in my life. I don't know what I'm doing in this video, but I press record and you're watching it, aren't you? The struggle of being Gen Z and trying to figure out your life is just not in the what do I want to do sense, but in the how am I supposed to realistically make it happen sense. Because if you're anything like me, you've also probably had moments where you feel motivated, you have goals, things you want to accomplish in life, but then reality just strikes. Money problems, job markets that feel impossible to even get entry-level jobs that somehow require 5 years of experience to even get your foot in the door, and then they won't even hire you because you don't have any. Then suddenly what happens is it feels like the system is stacked against you, or the world rather is stacked against you before you even start. Growing up, a lot of us were told the same formula. Basically, just work hard, go to school, get a good job, and build a stable life. Go get married and have kids with that stable income that you've got through college and all that. But what nobody really talked about is how different things would look for our generation. Housing problems and housing prices are insane, and they're through the roof. College debt is a real fear for a lot of people. And even if you do everything right, it still does not guarantee stability. So a lot of Gen Z is stuck in this weird position where we want to succeed, we want to do things that are right, we want to be ahead of the rest of the crowd, but we don't know what to do because the path is not clear anymore. A lot of people say that Gen Z is lazy, but honestly, I really don't think that's the real issue here. I think a lot of people are just mentally exhausted before they even start in life. Before they even try to create this path of life that they're going to fulfill to become where they want to become in life. When you look around and see people working full-time but are still struggling to live, or people with degrees who can't even find jobs in their field of work that they've went to college for 4 to 5 years for to get a bachelor's or master's, it makes you question everything. And when the future feels uncertain, motivation becomes really hard in that aspect. Just looking at examples of other people talking about how hard the job market has been for them to even be able to do anything with their life, with their career, or with the piece of paper that college, that they spent so many hours and so much money just trying to find a life to be able to make something out of it, it really makes us unmotivated before we even start. Every day we see people our age who look like they've already made it. Entrepreneurs, influencers, yada yada yada, you know, people making money online, stuff like that. And some of that is real, a lot of it is highlight reels. A lot of that you can find on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that. So now you're just not dealing with real life struggles, but you're also comparing yourself to a version of success that might not even be real, because it all could be fabricated. But the most important part of this video that I want other people my age who are like-minded with me to feel is, if you feel stuck, if you feel like you're behind, if you feel like you're trying to figure everything out while the world feels unstable for you, you're not alone. There are millions of people in our generation who are going through the exact same thing. You are not alone. Trying to find stable work, trying to build a future, trying to stay motivated in a system that sometimes feels broken is not a bad thing. And you should keep going forward, because you will find a path of something that you enjoy. You just gotta do it. You just have to put in the effort. You gotta get through that hard, stuck path in your mind that it's never gonna work out, and just go for it. Like me, I'm literally just rambling on about life, and I'm recording a Arc Raiders video, but I'm literally doing nothing but running around just rambling. I'm literally doing what I'm talking about. You could do anything, as long as you literally just do it and go with it.